Subscribe to my YouTube channel. From strict dress codes to an actual ban on shattering backboards. Yes, that's a real thing. The NBA has a rulebook that goes way deeper than most fans realize. Behind the fast breaks, monster dunks, and buzzer beaters is a long list of regulations that players must follow every single day. Some of these rules make perfect sense, while others might leave you doing a double take. In this video, we're breaking down some of the craziest NBA rules players are required to follow, why those rules exist, and the moments in history that forced the league to draw hard lines. And trust me, the social media rule later in this video might completely blow your mind. But before we get there, let's start with one of the NBA's most serious and unforgiving rules of all time. No betting on NBA games. When it comes to gambling, the NBA does not play around. The league enforces one of the strictest anti-gambling policies in all of professional sports. Simply put, NBA players are not allowed to bet on any aspect of the NBA, period. That means no betting on regular season games, playoff matchups, player props, G League contests, or even WNBA games. The reason is simple. Allowing players to gamble would put the integrity of the league at serious risk. Think about it. If a player bets on their team to win, they might play harder than normal. But worse, if a player bets on their team to lose, they could intentionally underperform. Even betting on individual stats like points or rebounds could lead to manipulation. To eliminate any chance of corruption, the NBA's stance is ironclad. No bets. No exceptions. And it doesn't stop there. Players aren't even allowed to bet on games they aren't involved in. Whether it's a cross-conference matchup or a playoff game they're watching from home, the league's zero-tolerance policy applies across the board. Breaking this rule isn't a slap on the wrist. Players caught gambling face massive fines, long suspensions, and in extreme cases, lifetime bans. A perfect example is Jontay Porter. In 2024, the Toronto Raptors player saw his NBA career end overnight after being caught in a gambling scandal. Porter admitted to sharing confidential health information with a known bettor before a game, leading to a suspicious $80,000 parlay that predicted he would underperform. That same night, Porter played just 3 minutes, claiming illness. The bet was flagged, triggering an investigation that uncovered something even worse. Porter had been placing NBA bets for months, some as high as $222,000, including wagers against his own team. Even though he didn't bet on games he personally played in, the act of betting on NBA games at all was enough. The result? A lifetime ban. The message from the league was crystal clear: protect the integrity of the game, or lose everything. Mandatory dress code. The NBA isn't just about how players perform on the court, it's also about how they present themselves off it. One of the league's most talked about rules is the mandatory dress code, introduced in 2005 by former Commissioner David Stern. Players are required to wear business or conservative attire when arriving at games, attending press conferences, or making public appearances related to the league. This rule wasn't just about fashion, it was about professionalism and reshaping the NBA's public image. But the details are where things get interesting. Players are prohibited from wearing sleeveless shirts, shorts, t-shirts, jerseys, or athletic apparel unless it's part of an approved event. No hats, bandanas, or headgear during media appearances. Chains, pendants, or medallions worn over clothing. Banned. Sunglasses indoors? Not allowed. Even headphones are restricted to the team bus, plane, or locker room. While the dress code helped professionalize the league, not everyone agreed with it. Many players felt the rule targeted specific cultural expressions, especially those connected to hip-hop culture. Jason Richardson openly criticized the policy, saying that dressing a certain way doesn't define someone's character. Allen Iverson echoed similar sentiments, arguing that a suit doesn't change who a person really is. Still, others supported the move. Stars like Kobe Bryant and LeBron James acknowledged that the NBA is, at its core, a business, and businesses come with standards. Over time, the dress code reshaped how fans and sponsors viewed the league, leaving a lasting impact that's still felt today. No drugs or banned substances. Another rule the NBA takes extremely seriously is its anti-drug policy. The league strictly prohibits performance-enhancing drugs, recreational drugs, and any banned substances. Violations can lead to suspensions, or even lifetime bans. In January 2024, Cleveland Cavaliers center Tristan Thompson was suspended without pay for 25 games after testing positive for two banned substances, ibutamoren and SARM-LGD 4033. Both are known to enhance muscle growth, recovery, and strength, giving players an unfair advantage. That suspension cost Thompson over $726,000 and forced the Cavaliers to adjust their lineup mid-season. The NBA conducts regular drug testing, and a first offense involving PEDs typically results in a 25-game suspension. Repeat offenders face even harsher penalties. Historically, players like Roy Tarpley and O.J. Mayo saw their careers derailed by substance violations, serving as cautionary tales for future generations. Restrictions on fighting. Basketball is emotional, intense, and competitive, but fighting is where the NBA draws a hard line. Any player who throws a punch or engages in a physical altercation faces immediate ejection and heavy suspensions. The most infamous example is the Malice at the Palace in 2004. What started as a hard foul between Ron Artest and Ben Wallace spiraled into a full-scale brawl involving players and fans. The fallout was historic. Artest was suspended for 73 games, the longest on-court suspension in NBA history. The incident forced the league to tighten its rules and increase security, forever changing how the NBA handles player conduct. Social media rules and no Twitter wars. In today's digital age, a single post can cause massive damage. That's why the NBA enforces strict social media rules. Players are banned from posting on social media from 45 minutes before tip-off until post-game media duties are complete. The goal: prevent distractions, emotional outbursts, and viral controversies. Some players still slip up. In 2021, Myers Leonard was fined $50,000 and suspended after using an anti-Semitic slur during a live stream. Other players have seen their reputations take hits after online feuds that spiraled out of control. Which leads to one of the most surprising rules of all: no Twitter wars. The NBA actively discourages public online feuds between players because what starts as a comment can turn into headlines overnight. Past spats involving stars like Kevin Durant, Dwayne Wade, and C.J. McCollum showed just how quickly social media drama can overshadow the game itself. The rest of the rule book. From no dunking during warm-ups, to no shattering backboards, no firearms, the 10-second free throw rule, and even restrictions on personal logos and tattoos, the NBA's rules exist to protect the game, the players, and the league's image. At the end of the day, these regulations aren't about control. They're about preserving what makes the NBA special. So which rule do you think is the strictest? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Backhand index pointing down. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, click one of the boxes on your screen to check out more.